Hey everyone, welcome to the collective reading for today. We're going to see what the message is for you right now, what you need to know at this time. Before I get into the reading, I have to tell you guys about something that happened last night that was absolutely crazy, okay? Because this, I feel like, does have a meaning in some way. It has to, because this has never happened to me. Never. In all my years of living on earth, I've never had this happen to me, right? So I'm laying in bed last night, and all of a sudden I hear a lot of ruckus right outside my window, okay? And it sounded like something was out there, right? So I get up, look outside the window, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like in a second, but I have gated windows, and there's like a fly material on the window, right? And I'm looking outside, and there's two weasels that are caught in my window, clawing their way up, trying to get, I guess, I don't know what they were trying to do, but weasels. I was like, what the hell? So immediately, here, let me show you guys the video. Let me show you guys what this looked like, okay? So this is my window. Here you can see this was where the first weasel clawed in, okay? It was like right here, trying to claw its way up. This is where the second weasel was. It absolutely destroyed. You can see here was where the second claw was. And this is where his head was poking out, all right? They clawed all the way through this. They tore it off of the top, and they just clawed their way up. This is where his claw was caught, all right? And this is where the second guy tried getting up. All right, so immediately after that happened, I'm like, this has to have a meaning. I've never seen weasels like that, up close, in my face, all right, trying to get in my window. So strange, right? So immediately I Google, what is the spiritual meaning of a weasel? And here, this is super interesting. Weasels symbolize cunning, resourcefulness, and stealth, but can also lean towards sneaky or deceitful adaptations, I guess you could say, right? So the positive meanings of a weasel: ability to find paths through adversity. Yeah, if you saw my window, yeah, they definitely are able to find weird paths, all right? But the negative meanings are of tricksters. Sneaky and deceitful tricksters, untrustworthy, insincere people who evade responsibility. All right, that was super interesting. Hold on, there was another better. Strategic hunters, sharp intellect, problem solving, need for cleverness. Observation and focus. Their elusive nature suggests seeing what others miss, highlighting awareness and perception. All right, and discretion. They can represent the need for secrecy or the importance of discernment in your actions. And then there was something that I read last night about being able to see like the truth underneath the secrets or something like that. So time to observe your surroundings more closely, all right? Cunning, being cunning and strategic, but I felt like the real interesting thing about weasels is this trickster energy, and there was two of them. So there could be two tricksters, all right, trying to come to you, trying to deceive you. So this could be a time where you have to use your powers of observation. Their elusive nature suggests seeing what others miss, all right? So there's something here that needs maybe some sort of sharp intellect, problem solving. There's something that others may be missing because there's trickster energies, okay, trying to wreak havoc. They absolutely destroyed my mosquito net, all right? So with that being said, I feel like that is super significant to the message today. The other thing that came to me last night is, after reflecting on my reading from yesterday, there seems to be something here about maybe a money spell, okay? Or doing some sort of ritual magic for money. Now, doing a spell or a ritual for abundance and money is not inherently evil. All right. Now there's a way of, so what came to me, look, if you are going through a period of your life where you are, struggling financially, okay, and you need a little bit of money, you need a little bit of help, what you can do, and I don't know why I'm being called to say this, but maybe this is for one of you guys, all right, but one thing that you can do if you have literally nothing in your bank is you take the last pennies that you have, all right? So if you open up your wallet and there's nothing in there besides a couple pennies, a couple, well, depending on where you are, if it's in the States, you got quarters, all right, or you got 10 cent, 20 cent, you got nothing left, right? You take the last bit of money that you have and you can offer that up as the sacrifice, right? It's not a real you're not really sacrificing anything. You're offering up the last bit of money that you have, which is nothing, all right? And you give that to your ancestors and you say, this is all I have. I don't have anything else to offer, all right? I only have these couple cent pieces and these pennies or whatnot. But I will offer this up. This is the last of what I have. Can you please help me make more, right? Can you please bring me back abundance? I'm going to give you the last bit of money that I have, which is nothing, a couple pennies. Can I receive money? Because that came out yesterday, right? The concept of giving to receive. So you give, and that is not an evil thing, all right? That is not black magic. You're not doing anything to harm anyone. You're giving your last bit of money, your last couple pennies to your ancestors as an offering, saying, I give you everything that I have. This is all that I have left. I don't have anything else. Can you please help me create abundance out of this? All right. Can you please help me find a way and bring back more, because I don't have anything left and I'm going to give you the last of what I have. Right. So something about that as well, that came through for me. Okay. So let's just see what's going on, guys. All right, let's see what's going on with these weasels. And there was 2 of them. All right, 2 tricksters. Split the deck on Temperance. Let's see what's going on here. The King of Wands. Again, all right, the Hermit in reverse, and the King of Cups. A King of Wands and a King of Cups. Now, I don't know who these 2 people are, if this is you or someone that you're dealing with. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. Something about not going within, not reflecting, not finding the answer, not reflecting about something, not going within. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords. Or these are the 2 tricksters. Are these the 2 weasels in your life? Are these the 2 weasels, the 2 tricksters here? All right, a King of Wands and a King of Cups. The 2 deceptive trickster energies. I said 2 weasels and 2 people came out. So take that how it resonates. Right, let's see. Who's this King of Wands? It's a King of Wands in reverse. Look at how he comes out of the deck in the reverse. All right, so we have a King of Wands in reverse here that's trying to get themselves out of some sort of imprisonment. Yeah, so this is a weasel, okay? This is a trickster, a deceiver, somebody that's trying to find a way, all right? They're trying to adapt to slither their way out of something here. They're trying to be flexible and clever. So this King of Wands in reverse could be a clever little weasel, all right? Trying to get themselves out of imprisonment, trying to get themselves out of a trap. All right, what's the Hermit in reverse? The Sun. The Hanged Man. Something is being illuminated about I don't know. Okay, so I don't know, again, if this is like a sacrifice or if this is something being seen from a different perspective or a decision. The giving and receiving, giving to receive. All right, so let's talk about this because this seems to be important. Something about giving a sacrifice to receive. If this is a money spell and you are giving your last pennies, coins, to your ancestors as an offering, that is not the same thing as a sacrifice. All right, let's be real for a second. I don't know what is going on with this, but now the truth is coming out about some sort of a sacrifice or some sort of an offering. Now, offerings in ritual magic are old as time, and I don't know what this is here, okay? But if you're giving an offering, that means you can give food, you can give plants, you can give acorns, you can give pennies, you can give, offerings. Like when you're throwing coins into, like, what is it when you throw a coin into a well and you make a wish? That's what I'm talking about. You're giving money for a wish. All right, that's not a sacrifice, that is an offering. There's a difference between that. And this goes back thousands of years. This is where the split happened in the tribes. This is where the split happened in the cultures, right? Is when one culture, or let's say, how should I say this? There's two ways of practicing, I guess you could say, right? And the one tribe started to denounce what the other tribe was doing. There's a difference between sacrifice and offerings, and there was a way of doing things that, people in the old times used to do it, where they were sacrificing firstborn children. They were sacrificing animals and people and doing very, heathen things in that direction. That's where it split up, because you don't have to do all that, right? And you have to ask yourself, what kind of a God are you worshiping where you have to do stuff like that and offer up things like that, right? You can offer up food, mead, coins, all right? But that's a different path that you take there. I'm sorry, I've got the Google thing up on here, and I just read down to cultural interpretations, Japan. A mischievous wind spirit appearing as a weasel, causing sharp, painless cuts, linked to luck or trickery. Yeah, so look, magic is not inherently evil. It's the way that you practice it. Okay? Rituals are not inherently evil, and even offerings are not inherently evil. It's the way that you practice it. And if you are someone that you do offer things to your ancestors, or you do offer things to your spirit guides, or you work with the spirits, that doesn't mean you're doing, I don't know what the hell this is, but it's kind of given me all the readings from the past week or so, where there is a trickster energy around you that could have been trying to say that you're doing pretty evil, dark, satanic things, all right? There's nothing wrong with honoring your ancestors or giving back to them or giving them offerings or any of that. That's been done for thousands and thousands of years. It's the way that you practice it. And you're not out here doing anything with, I don't know what this is. Look at this, the Seven of Cups, creating an illusion about I'm gonna be honest. You want to know what I feel like they're saying? They're saying you're sacrificing other things. All right, you're not just sacrificing the last pennies in your wallet, or some food that you just cooked them. I'm talking about like bread or grapes, things like that. Giving your ancestors things like cinnamon and things like that. Okay, food. It's making me feel like they're trying to say you're sacrificing other things. Like, King of Cups, the Four of Cups reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, something about poverty, something about okay, yeah, exactly, a money spell, a money spell. So let's say let's say that you do a money spell, right? The kind of money spell that I was just talking about, where you're saying to your ancestors, look, I'm going to give you my last piece of money here. I'm going to give you my last couple pennies that I have in my wallet. I'm really going through a hard financial time. Can you help me? This is what I offer you. Can you help me make more money? Okay, that's not black magic. You're not hurting anyone. You're not hurting yourself. You're not hurting anything around you. You're not offering anything besides your own pennies in your wallet. Okay, like, let's just keep it real for a second. If somebody hears about you doing this, or they catch wind of this or something like that, now what I feel like is going on is they're trying to say that out of your desperation and your poverty, you did some kind of sacrificial work. Yeah. Very strange. Okay. Tell me more about this King of Wands. The Knight of Swords, something that was communicated here. Thinking someone here thought they would get victory and success with this communication, with this information. The Two of Wands in reverse, to block your path, or to block someone's path, or to say something about a bad choice, or abundance. I can't make it up. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. This has to do with manifesting money. It's a money spell. It's something about a money spell that someone did, and this is not evil. It's not. Doing a money spell is not inherently evil. It's not. But somebody has made it evil. I just don't really know how they did that, but they did. Some way. Healthy choices. It has something to do with making healthy choices. Yeah. Manifesting exactly what you want. Money. Making healthy choices. It's about a choice. You have choices. Look, if you want to receive from the ancestors, or from your spirit guides, or from the divine, you have choices. Like, it is a choice. The way that you practice magic is a choice. You don't have to, it's not just the evil way, all right? Magic is not just the evil way of throwing chicken bones into a cauldron or something like that. I'm sorry, but that's just not it. It's just not it, okay? There's a lot of different ways, and there's a big difference between black magic and white magic, okay? Black magic bringing harm to yourself, to others, to other things. You're not harming anyone or anything when you're offering up your last pennies in your wallet. I'm sorry, it's just not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's very strange, because I feel like when you did this, or if you did this, or if someone did this, nobody was around. No one was around. So how are they making it something so extremely evil? It's like, if you are in a private room, privately, by yourself, talking to your ancestors, saying, here, I'm going to give you these grapes. Thank you so much. Expressing gratitude. When you're giving to your ancestors, giving back, it's you giving thanks to them. You're expressing gratitude to them, right? You're honoring them. As if they were still alive, as if they were still around. You're giving them an offering. And like I said, this could just be things like acorns, all right? Or flowers that you collect outside, or grapes, or whatever it is. I don't know, just anything. You can go to your fridge and say, what do you want to eat? And they're like, well, we want this, this, and that. And you're like, okay. But nothing that harms anyone or anything. I don't know what this is. Like, it feels very dark. What they tried to say, it's just, you know, I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit annoyed at this because it feels a bit like persecution, all right? Like making you feel like you have to explain something that you didn't even do. Okay, tell me more about this King of Wands reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse. This has to do with losing a house, losing a home, moving out. I mean, this could even be about not knowing how to pay your rent, all right? I don't know. Bad news. Page of Wands in reverse. Who is this King of Wands in reverse? This, yeah, toil and labor. It has to do with something that was being worked on. And it's not, you're not a false person about it. I don't know. Or maybe it was supposed to come out this way, okay? But I feel like it has to do with work. Or something you were working on, or some sort of a prayer, some sort of a... Like, some people, they just light candles for their ancestors. What do you think that is? What do you think? Why do you think people go into the church and pay for a candle and light the candle for their ancestors? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, there isn't. People make things evil that aren't evil. What's the Hermit reverse? A main male. A main male doesn't want someone to see something or look into something or find something out. What is that? About what someone is holding on to, what someone has in their possession. What someone has in their possession would resolve conflict. What someone is holding on to, what is that? A hand of cards. So what is this, tarot or what? Soul contract in reverse. A soul connection in reverse. A soul contract in reverse. I mean, this is giving me even like cord cutting. I don't know, like cutting the cord, right? Like severing a soul tie between two people, all right? Tarot. I feel like Hand of Cards is similar to tarot. A cassette in reverse. Something doesn't have audio. Something doesn't have any audio. What do you mean something doesn't have any audio? A tape doesn't have any audio. Why not? Why does this tape not have any audio on it, huh? Why were the communication, something that's being said about an offering, or what is that? Is this a tape? Is this an offering? The Queen of Pentacles, why doesn't it have audio on it? Because the Queen of Pentacles isn't the one, doesn't want to talk on her own video, or what? doing the work. This has to do with doing the work. Okay, so this is giving me this voiceover thing that I got yesterday. Something doesn't have audio, so I don't know. Look, I don't know if, okay, because what's been coming out here, Temperance, is that there's a group of trickster weasels that might have done some pretty demonic shit. I don't know if they turned this over and tried to say that you did this, okay? Trickery and, okay, so I'm going to just say what's coming to me. Like, let's say you do some sort of a prayer here, okay, or you do some sort of a ritual or some sort of magic here where you are talking to your ancestors. You don't know that there's a listening device around you or someone has hacked into your microphones or something like that and they're listening to you. And you're talking about, I'm going to give you an offering. I'm going to give you my last pennies in my wallet. Okay. Can you please help me make some money? I'm really broke right now. I'm just trying to manifest some abundance, right? Here's my offering. Here's what I can give you. I don't have anything else besides this, right? Then this crazy, because this Queen of Pentacles is the one that came out doing some weird satanic shit, okay? So then this crazy psycho here is doing work, doing some sort of work, whatever she did here, all right? Doing some crazy satanic shit on camera. And they just, what? Take this person's video and your voice recording and then they slap it together. No wonder they're coming out as weasels. Extremely cunning, extremely secretive, extremely trickster-like. The ability to navigate challenges with cleverness, see hidden truths, use surprising strength. And that's why you might need a lot of cleverness right now figuring this shit out. And it could be something about, isn't there a way of, look, if this person has turned in some sort of an audio tape or some sort of a videotape, isn't there a way how to forensically strip that down and see if someone has mashed two different elements together? Isn't there a way to see if something has been manipulated and doctored together? Because if they are using a listening device and picking up on your prayers or picking up on your, you talking to your ancestors, all right, and feeding them your cinnamon or feeding them whatever it is that you give them, I don't know, okay, breadsticks. And then here they come, these tricksters, and create some shit show about it and then mash the two things together. I mean, that's kind of what this is giving me. Something about being something is a failure, taking a leap of faith because something isn't gonna work or something is a failure. Somebody's not gonna get what they expected. Somebody has to cut their losses. The Three of Wands. This is about somebody's plan for the future. Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. And the Queen of Wands at the bottom. This has something to do with money, all right? Manifesting money. What is this being switched around, though? What is this? Something being switched around. What's that about? What is this communication here, this information about? Some sort of an Ace of Pentacles, some sort of evidence. What is that? Or an offering or whatever that is. Text, calls. Oh my God, look at that. I can't make it up. Text, calls, emails. Interested, conversing. Something about you talking. Something about you talking, all right? You talking. And a snake who's a little weasel, so a little weasel snake who's your enemy, who thinks that they're clever, a malicious little weasel snake, using your talking. So they're using what you say, cutting it up to make it sound like it's something it's not. And then they're putting it over what? A video that they created? Is that what this is? Really? Camera! I cannot make it up. I can't. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. They're taking your talking. This little weasel snake is taking what you're saying and putting it over something on a camera that you did not make. Okay? They're taking your talking and putting it on something that they created here on a camera. Isn't there a way to strip a video down and see that it's been, that the audio was put over a video? Isn't there a way of doing that? I'm pretty sure there's got to be a way. The tower, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way of stripping down this video and isolating the audio from the video, because it's not the same. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. Temperance, got him. Got him. They thought they were smart. Nobody was going to find this out. The tower and temperance. There has got to be a way of looking at this video, whatever it is, whatever they created, and realizing that they took your voice off of a listening device and put it over the video. That's what I'm getting, man. And if temperance and tower comes out, that is just a confirmation for me that that's what they did. And there's got to be a way of looking at that video, the data of it, I don't know, and figuring out that this was an overlay. This is an overlay. It's not your video, all right? This was doctored together. The Ace of Cups. Whatever that Ace of Cups is. The Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you follow spiritual laws, all right? When you give an offering, you follow spiritual laws. Yeah, what you're giving here is innocent, all right? It's innocent, and that's the truth. You're following spiritual laws, okay? You have integrity. You're not doing anything corrupt. And the Ace of Cups is all about love, okay? So you're giving from love. This is innocent. Your offering is innocent. The Knight of Swords, it has to do with communication. Yeah, something being said. Yeah, it's going to expose them. Look, it's going to expose them. If this, whatever this recording is that they turned in, when this gets dissected, like bring it through IT or forensics or whatever, that's going to expose them. It's going to expose them because it's about the audio and the video file are not the same. It's been overlaid or something like that, okay? Yeah. So tell me more. The Two of Cups, the High Priestess, exactly. That's what they've been doing here. I don't know. I feel like that's what they've been doing. So they're taking things that you say because they either have listening devices in your house or they're hacked into your microphones or something like that. They're taking things that you say and then they're putting it over some weird shit and making it the Ace of Pentacles. It's about money. Someone did a money spill. Someone, I don't know if it was you or someone, okay, did a money spill. Or said, here's my coins. My last couple coins. Because that's what I got last night, coins. Here, I'm giving my ancestors my last pennies in my wallet. I don't have anything else to give you. This is all I have. And this audio is what they took. But I feel like it can definitely be proven somehow that they did this. It's a Leo and a Gemini. Ten of Swords. A Leo and a Gemini tried to say that there was some sort of a painful betrayal, okay? This is the truth. Yeah, this is the truth about the action that they took. This is the truth. This is the truth. All right? This is how they created this illusion. This is the truth. Insane. Okay, tell me about this King of Cups here. The Ten of Pentacles. Death in reverse. So this King of Cups wants a lot of money. They want an inheritance. They want some sort of money. Death in reverse. Or this has to do with a lot of money with an inheritance. Wow, these people went really far. Really far. The Ace of Wands in reverse. To block your movement. Yeah, they did. Look at that. Five of Swords. Deception. Sabotage, manipulation, lying, slandering, gossiping, all to stop your forward movement, so to stop you from making a move. Or what's that about? The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So something about losing an inheritance, not getting an inheritance. The Empress. Something about a mother, a maternal figure, or an Empress energy. The High Priestess. Yeah, that's what they did. So let me get this straight. You can't even ask your ancestors and your guides to help you financially anymore without these people making it something really evil. The Chariot. Something about traveling, moving forward. Strength in reverse. This is the truth about a Queen of Cups. What the fuck did they do? What the fuck did they do? The truth about a Queen of Cups. So they take your voice, or a recording of your voice, where you're talking about how you're in a financial pinch and you're asking your ancestors to help you with money. So you offer up some pennies and some coins that you have in your wallet. And they take this recording of you talking and they do something here with a mother, with a Queen of Cups, an Empress, make it into you not getting an inheritance, being evil in some sort of way. I mean, that is extremely far out, man. That is very far out. The Sun in reverse, yeah, Sun in reverse, Hierophant in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. Something here was extremely spiritually corrupt, or they thought that you wouldn't be able to defend yourself with this, nobody would be able to see this clearly, or you would look like you were a spiritually corrupted person. They're trying to destroy. So if people see you as being in the light or being a light worker, it's almost like they wanted to destroy that image, okay, of you being good or, you know, saint-like in some sort of way. Yeah, they all work together to do this. Three of Pentacles. God, I swear the digital age is very scary. I gotta say, the digital age with AI and all these tools like this, very scary. Very scary what people are capable of. This is pretty intense. Pretty intense shit what people are capable of doing. Very, very scary what you can do with technology these days. That is insane. That is absolutely insane what people do with technology these days. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Not giving something, not receiving something, all right. That now something is being seen clearly, all right. No more confusion about not receiving some sort of money. Or the Three of Cups, this group of people. Something they tried to say about you not receiving something. This is so sick, yo. This is so fucking sick. I can't even... So, because you're talking to God or you're talking to your ancestors in prayer, in a ritual, and you're talking about needing some money and that you just need some help financially, and you don't have anything else besides a couple fucking pennies in your wallet, and you just need some help from the divine. These people turn it into you not getting an inheritance. Then they put this voice recording over some satanic shit that they have done, and that's how they try to spin the story. How scary. Yeah, look, that's what they did. The Sun, that is exactly what they did. That's what they did. The Seven of Wands, that's what they did. To block you, or they're getting blocked now by God. The Moon, yeah. The Moon. This was some deep illusion work, all right? The Tower and the Moon. It's like moon, like full moon energy, all right? Wow. The Queen of Swords in reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands. Why are all these people here in the reverse? Justice. Twin flames, balance, yin and yang, Zen, balance, duality, the dark and the light, the balance between the dark and the light, yin and yang, twin flames. Balance and duality. Something about you not hooking up with people, you not falling into temptation, you not dating, hooking up with someone. They couldn't transcend this obstacle. They couldn't transcend the obstacle of you not hooking up, dating, hooking up, temptation, seduction. They couldn't transcend this obstacle. So they went to this. Stabbed in the back. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I don't get it. They tried to make it look like you were going to sacrifice a person, okay? A person or something like that. And in reality, you're just offering up pennies. acorns, pine cones, leaves, crystals. All right, closing words. The Ten of Swords, yeah, you were, yeah, a betrayal. An ultimate betrayal. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad karma, bad fortune, bad luck in the past. Magician, yeah. This is how they tried to say that you wanted a death wish on someone. Yeah, you were planning on killing someone. That's so fucking sick and twisted, really. That's... Ugh. Nasty. Nasty. These people are so nasty. Like, demons with technology is honestly scary, okay? I gotta be honest. Demons with technology is fucking terrifying. What a terrifying age we live in right now. Demons with technology is fucking scary. I gotta get out of this reading because I'm like mortified right now about what people are capable of doing in today's day and age. That is insanity. That is so crazy. A Scorpio. A brother. Capricorn. And an Aries. June. October. And a Sagittarius. What is this, little hacker boy, or what is this? God, this is some sick ass shit, man. This is some really sick, nasty shit. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. 2 weasels. Okay, I gotta go.